Welcome back, my forgotten ones. Today, as promised, we got away from the goblins. We lost some ranks in the process, but we got away from the goblins. And started building this Yorian deck. And we tried this out in Historic. It worked out better than expected, surprisingly. We caught up to a lot of decks pretty quickly, and it worked out. Never really made it to the top end. The Lorehold command, it really saved us in a lot of duels. Having the double effect of creating a 3/2 and then doing 3 damage to something is the only 2 effects that we really used. But it really did good. It'd probably do better if we had more board wipes. Right now we only have 1 day of judgment, so it was really struggle if a few decks jumped out to a big old lead. Our very first duel, which I didn't save on this video, but our very first duel was the goblin deck we've been using, and it seemed like we was down to 1 life before we ever got to play anything. But other than the goblin deck, it did really well. We had interaction. Still didn't go perfect, but you know, who does go perfect up here? But especially your first time being ranked. So we tried it out. We have only 1 Soul Warden. It was just a 1 drop. We felt like we needed a 1 drop. A lot of our other 1 drops lacked something, so we just kind of got away from the 1 drops. But Soul Warden does give you a nice effect of gaining 1 life, and then it gives you a body to block with. Got shocks. We added this in, I think, on the 2nd video. The first video we didn't have it. I realized that we needed some cheap removal for things like the goblin deck that we face. You know, if we had some shocks, we could have slowed them down. So we added that in. Professor Symbology. When running an 80 card deck that you had to run with Yorian, I never seem to get the lands right. Either I got so many lands that all we draw is lands, or we don't never get a land at all. So this is our only learn card, which lets us go into our sideboard, and in every duel we end up grabbing the environmental sciences so that we can find a land. That's basically the main card that we use out of our sideboard. Strict Proctor. We was trying to run into some mono white decks, but we never did. So we was trying to, well, I think the 1 duel we did, we didn't have the Strict Proctor in our hand, so try to help prevent them gaining life just by summoning a creature, which also stops our other 1 drop. But when you only have 1 thing that is stopping out of your deck, you know, you're not too worried about it. 3 Omens of the Sea, letting us scry 2, draw 1, flash so we can play it on our opponent's turn. It helped us out quite a bit, let us get what we needed when we needed it in a few of these duels. Also, it's just nice because you're always leaving open mana, and running blue, they're always wary of the negates. 4 Fire Prophecies, just cheap removal again. 4 Sprite Dragons, so every time that we play a non-creature spell, it's a 1/1 boost. We actually never even got to playing the Sprite Dragon in these videos, so I guess it's not that important to show you, but in some of the other videos that we didn't keep in the video, we did use it. Didn't get many beefs out of it, but we did get to use it. Usually once it gets so big, if they don't have a way to remove it, they just go ahead and scoop. So had a few of those duels. 1 Lightning Helix. We definitely need more copies of this, but I don't have the wild cards for it. Sorry. But deals 3 damage to any target, gain 3 life. Owen of the Sun gives you 2 blockers. You can sack it, scry 2. Again, it's another flash card, playing it on their turn. Really nice to do. They don't expect it. Boom, there it is. You can get some things off the board that they didn't think you had removal for. Cloud Concealed was just to draw some cards and give us more flight. We had some bigger flyers in our deck, and we just wanted to cut down on the mana, so we went to Cloud Concealed. Only 1 Midnight Clock. Basically, if it gets to 12, shuffle your hand and hand engraved back into your deck, draw 7. Plus, it acts as kind of like a blue treasure token, I guess, for a turn. Only one Brazen Bower. Again, that was another cheap flight. Plus, we have the bounce back feature, so we'll probably do more with that later. But we don't have mythic wild cards just running over and over and over. Plus, I feel like everybody's done pretty well made the Bower decks that can make the Bower decks, you know. One Electrolyze. Definitely need more of those. Prismari commands. Deal 2 damage. Player draws 2 cards, discards 2 cards. Create a treasure token or destroy an artifact. Get to pick 2 of those. Again, it's kind of just wiping the board and giving us a little bit of ramp. Arch and Son of Grace. We only have 1 copy, so didn't never really help us out. If we did get on the board, most of the time we was having to sack it away real quick just to stay alive. Day of Judgment, our 1 board wipe. We definitely need more board wipes. It did come through big for us in 1 or 2 of these duels, if I'm not mistaken. Prismari, again, more ramp, another flyer. Just trying to fly over the top of some things. Done told you about the Lorehold command. We ended up with all of our Shark Typhoons in there. Never got to use any. Had a Robber of the Rich steal it from us and get to use it, which was humiliating, but it happens. All Runs Epiphany we used once or twice. It's getting us another turn, 2 flyers. Has a foretell. I mean, really, if I was going to do it again, I'd probably take out some of the Shark Typhoons, maybe all of them, and the All Runs Epiphany, because they're just too big. They're great cards, but they're too big for the historic version. Same thing with the Ugin. It was a nice thought, but we just never got to them. In an 80-card deck, you know, we had to rely on some of this smaller stuff. We should have probably put some more smaller stuff in there to keep combating it. But it worked. We just never really drew those cards. And besides the All Runs Epiphany, there's the only one that we really got to use. So, got 2 snow-covered plains, 1 castle, 2 Hollow Giants, 2 islands, 4 mountains, 1 Gates of Isdale, 1 Temple of Enlightenment, and then we have 2 Snarls down there with 4, not Fable Passages, but shoot, I can't even scroll down that far, but whatever it is, not the Fable Passage, but the other one. It's escaping my brain. But that's basically it. It was some compelling duels, you know. I really figured we get blown out a lot, but considering we didn't really get blown out a lot, I think we won about 50%, but apparently, I'm learning this the hard way, apparently 50% is not good enough when you're ranked early in Mythic, so probably going to have to jump over to the Goblins, get us some more wins, get our rank back up. I don't know, y'all may see another Goblin video in the near future, so hold on to your britches for that one. But as always, leave us a like, give us a comment, subscribe, do something to let us know you're watching, man. And as always, let's go! It's number 546 against 761. That guy's at where we was at earlier when we started this whole thing. We'll keep it. I don't know what we're hurting on. I don't know if we're hurting on lands or what. If we're too big. It's the Elvers. It's always fun. Oh, it's not completely elves. course, they'd have the brawler. See if maybe that'll slow them down a bit. Nah, it ain't gonna slow them down now. Robber of the rich. And he steals our Shark Typhoon. And we'll grab environmental sciences. No attacks, of course. We're just gonna have to deal with the Robber of the Rich for right now. Morning trampling. So let's take one of those out. Oh boy. I think we just passed. Could environmental sciences gain 2 life and then fire prophecy behind it. Deal 2 damage. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. Hit you, and then we need to draw. So we'll get rid of Allrun's Epiphany and an Omen. We're playing catch up. We grab the land. Grabbed one of our lands. Don't know how I feel about that. But we just about caught up with him. As long as he don't start filling his board back up. Intriguing. Again, just pass turn. See what he does. So I guess we'll Prismari Command again, deal 2 damage, and create a treasure token. We'll take the Robber of the Rich off and give ourselves a treasure token. Could fire Prophecy, but waiting to see if he puts out anything else. We'll take the 2. Ain't a lot of catch up here. Another command, why not? So we're going to want to play Electrolyze. We could do that and a Fire Prophecy. So let's just chill here. He has to put out something bigger than 3 damage. Let's hope he just don't stomp us to death. That'd be a little humiliating. One each. Here comes the elves. We'll make sure that this is all he's going to do. It is. So we'll Fire Prophecy. Now I think we'll just keep. We need the environmental sciences to gain us some life. think we need a blue. And I think we'll tank will close. And we sit there. That it? Prismari command, we definitely caught him then. 2 damage. Create a treasure token. All runs Epiphany. Give us another turn. Bye, Yorian. Do we go ahead and play Yorian even though we have nothing to bounce? We would still have enough to shock. We wouldn't have enough to fire Prophecy. Let's do it. No. Then attack 2. So you got 6 mana. That's a Shark Typhoon over there if he could ever use it. He stole it from us and he ain't been able to use it yet. So he finally uses it. We'll shock that off the board. Was it a 3? Was it 2? Fire Prophecy, the Shark. Pitch the Evolving Wind, see what else we draw. We get a Cloud Concealer, that's another good draw. Omen of the Sun. We'll play that on his turn. It's all working out now, boys. It's all downhill. Attaboy. Scoop 'em. So here we go. That's the white and blue. We really drew heavy this turn. I think this is a throwaway hand right here. That's better. We'll pitch one of the iterations. So he starts with a Triumph. Let's start with a Triumph. Black, green, blue, that's the ultimatum color. Alright, you gotta saw it coming, huh? Let's go ahead and get our Giants out, and we'll get our Strict Parker on the field. Fall into the Heartless Act, alright? So we'll iterate. Put the Arcanist Owl in her hand. Deck. Banish. Play. Alright. So, decisions. He missed a land drop. So let's get our Cave of the Frost out, and then let's buy Yorian. Let's make him waste 2 mana. We know he foretold something, so it could be a Saw It coming. May not be. Alright, what are you gonna steal? Steals our Yorian. Asshole. So we'll get our Prismari on the field then. He has no mana left. And we could also Sprite, we could rip apart. Let's just swing, or let's just end our turn, and we'll wait to see if that's what we need to rip apart. I'll rip apart's on him. He's out. Good game. So considering we just made this deck out of the blue, I feel like it's doing really good. I'm usually not the best at deck building, you know. I like to try crazy things. That's the reason why we had to use our goblins so much to get to where we're at. So it's kind of nice to just build a deck out of the blue, and it actually paying off. 3-1 with it right now, so you know it's pretty good. Somebody just usually sucks at building decks. This is kind of like the deck that I was always liking to play. That's the reason why we switched over to historic in a way, also to play the Krinkos, but I just loved having all these flash cards. So these flash enchantments and Brazen Borrower and a few of these other flash cards, this is the only place that we can really play them, and they're coming through big. So we're playing a diamond player. The queue is still not filled up. So we got red, white, and blue. Got an Omen. I mean, I like this hand right here. It's small, just like we need. We have plays from 2 on, so we'll keep it. I know they do get to go first, but play our Enlightenment, scry our top card. Shark Typhoon, does that fit into her hand? I think it does. We'll keep it. So we have a Snarl up next. Okay. And we will reveal our mountain so we can play the iteration. Right? Yeah, let's play the iteration. Hand. Even though he has 3 power. Deck. And we'll just lose our Hall of Giants. He's laughing because we wasted the land, but that's alright. And we got a Valkyrie on the board. Gain 4 life, put us for 1. So, play the mountain. And then, I guess we'll play Midnight Clock. There's nothing for us to rip apart. Omen of the Sea would be nice, but we may get picked apart by this Valkyrie deck. They sure ain't missing much. Yeah, we're gonna get beat. I don't see anything that we could really do here. Prismari don't stop him from attacking with anything. Omen of the Sea ain't gonna help us. Sprite ain't gonna help. We're just dead. So we're still trying this. We've lost a lot of ranks in the process. We're down to 733, going against the 994. I guess we'll keep it. I'm only keeping it because of the omens. Prismari Command, I mean, like, it's great, but it takes us a while to get to. I wish it did more damage. So we need white. Let's grab a white. And he told us hello, so let's exchange pleasantries. And we got a mountain on the field. Fireblade Charger. It's everybody's new favorite card or something. So we'll drop the command. And then we'll get the Haven on the field. Still doing the Haven. And then we'll chill and see what happens here. That's why I love flashcards, because you can wait so long to play them. Phoenix of the Ash, that's more important than the Fireblade Charger. Oh, we can't even command. So I guess we'll omen. We'll keep them. Don't ask me why, but we'll keep them. I guess a nice little tree home. And we'll chill like that. We may use the Teferi's protection this turn. Just so we don't get too low. Yeah, we will. Protect ourselves for a second. I guess we can afford to miss a land drop here. I don't know, maybe we should have played an actual land, that way we could have Prismari command into an omen. It's just simple things like that that we keep on doing wrong. Another Phoenix Ash. So it's getting real annoying real quick. I actually think we'll do it to the face, and we'll take the 5 damage. And then we can omen off of it. All runs Epiphany. Oh. Grab another blue. So what we can do here is we can Day of Judgment and then do Foretell the All Runs Epiphany. Or we could buy the Yorion, and then they would only let us put out Omen of the Sea, and they would still hit us for 4. I think if you're going to board wipe, you might as well board wipe now, right? Wipe them. Do us 1 damage. I mean, this ain't hard to think about. You only have 1 target. It's either me or you, and you ain't gonna give yourself 1 damage. It's either marry you. Really? You had to use a timeout on that? Are you that upset about it? So, Floretail, the all runs Epiphany. Next turn we could buy Yorion. Buy Yorion, then Yorion costs 5. So we wouldn't be able to do both of that. We could buy Yorion and then Omen of the Sea. He should just bring back one of his hasters, I would assume, and hit us for 2. Or we could just all runs Epiphany. He's all of his mana open. So yeah, we'll definitely just buy Yorion and chill this turn. That was too fishy. We have blockers for the Faceless Haven. So that's what he's doing. He's not building no more. He's just trying to hit home, which is fine. But we have Omen of the Sea, or Omen of the Sun, to make sure you don't get home. Frostbite. That gets one of them. Got another Frostbite. So now we got some decisions to make. As is. So if he all runs Epiphany, that's using everything. But he is tapped. That may even just get us a surrender. Or we could Faceless Haven and then do a Omen of the Sea behind it. What is it? They all have to be odd mana. Well, all runs. Trium. Scry. We don't need another Omen. How much D does that guard have? 5. So we won't be able to just blow that off the field. So yeah, let's just go ahead and do Yorion. We'll phase all these enchantments out. Hitting for 2. Got blockers. Iteration's good. Snarl. We're pretty good on land. The iteration will probably find us one anyways. And definitely want the Midnight Clock. So nonetheless, we filled our hand back up. Until he deals with Yorion, he can't just Faceless Haven us to the face. So he goes for his companion. Anything of odd value does double. Including them hasty hasters that he's over there tapping to see if he can escape shock to the face. That seems like he's just pissed off. So we'll iterate. So, hand, deck, banish the plains, play the plains. That puts us at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rip apart into a midnight clock. Rip apart don't help us. Why would we want to do that? We can omen and see. Let's do midnight clock. And then we'll chill and we can play either Omen of the Sea or Omen of the Sun next turn. Go ahead and hit him with Yorion. We have 2 blockers for the hasty hasters. And we have 2 for on the land, so I feel pretty safe in that regard. And we have blockers for the Faceless Haven, so I feel pretty good. May not here in a minute, but I feel pretty good about what we got. It's fine. Figured you would. That's fine. I figured you'd do that too. So now if the Faceless Haven attacks, we can Omen of the Sun and get it. It attacks with all. Or we want to get rid of the one that's going to dealing double. I feel like we want to get rid of the thing that's going to dealing double. And then we can block his one flyer there. And then he gets through. With the Faceless Haven. Or do we save the Rip Apart for the Phoenix of the Ash? I think we do that instead. We'll block the Faceless Haven. Symbology. So we know you're doing that. He hasn't had no triggered abilities, so we'll pitch that back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So we can Rip apart, get the Phoenix off the field. And I think we just swing like that. We can lore hold on his turn. He probably thinks that we just forgot about it, but we were almost in range just to activate the Haven and get game, but not quite. Another land. He's probably getting tired of the land drops. So Faceless Haven's out. Okay, so we're taking out a Faceless Haven. We could actually take out Faceless Haven with our Faceless Haven. Can't we? No, we don't have enough snowlands. So yeah, good game. Alright, so we're trying out this new deck that we just put together. Yorion deck. And I know trying this out at Mythic while you're ranked is not the smartest idea. I've come to realize this real quickly. But I don't know, I just wanted to give it a shot. I told y'all once we got to Mythic, we'd start trying other things. So this is us trying other things. So I feel like we got to play the Plains here, and then we'll just chill. And we'll probably petty theft them on their turn. Got that one against hexproof and haste. No, just hexproof. So we'll bounce you back. And we'll grab, I guess we'll grab white. Grab a plains. The fact that these hexproofs suck so bad. We lose 1 life that turn. Not bad. Everything we want to do, we can do on his turn, so. Just hate how that one card's got trample already. Like, trample just sucks. So we'll take out his 2/2 here. I guess we'll Arcanist Owl. Or do we? We'll go Archons. Just so his 3/2 can't attack. His 4/4 still makes it through, but. Oh, okay. Oh, and it gives it trample. So I think we take this. Go down to 7. Down to 5. What do we do? The Arcanist Owl, we can hit 2, but that 1 gets trampled. He hits us for 5. That's no good. So I need a spirit. Wait. That's instant. We'll wait. No attacks. See what he does. He should just attack and make us react. Nope. Plays a riot. So if we target the Bone Crusher, we take damage. One-0, give him indestructibility. We still take 1. So target you, and I'll create the 3/2. And Then do we block here? Then we still have to deal with the 4-4 trample next turn. You get 1, we lose 6. And then we gain 3 back. Snarl. Then we head to Arcanist Owl. Grab us something, buddy. We'll take a Omen. No attacks. Alright, we caught him. We caught him. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We couldn't buy and play Yorion. So we'll just pass. And see what he does. Even if he destroys one of our creatures, we're still okay this turn. We're not great, but we're still okay this turn. I only say that because he's tapping on our creatures, so ram through. Alright. Now, what are you going to attack with? Nothing. So we'll go ahead and Omen. Sprite and a Day of Judgment. And we won't play the browser now. So we'll go ahead and clear the board. And we'll just chill. Let's go ahead and play use land. That way we can get to Yorion next turn. It's up to you, buddy. Alright. So he's got some board presence. Now we have some board presence. All runs Epiphany. We sure will. Don't know why we wouldn't. Hitting for 3. Buy Yorion and play Yorion. We'll go ahead and blink these 2 out. Attack with all. We finally caught him, boys. We finally caught him. Another Omen. That'll be good. Really, both of them are good, but I want to go bigger. Oh, don't scoop on us. Man, we're just having fun.